This is a blank wall. I am a painter. Do you know what happens when a painter comes across a blank wall? The wall doesn't stay blank. I have to admit, I wasn't always one to like winter very much. There is the cold and darkness that makes us tired more easily and can seem hostile to life, even though the snow makes it enchanting in many ways. But one thing I've learned to appreciate is how it makes me want to nurture my home and put love into the place that holds me and my family during those months where we can't just live outside as much as we do in the summer. Everything is slowing down during the winter, and the mistake we often make is to try hard to stay upbeat instead of accepting to do less. I think it's a recurring theme in my life. You'll see what I mean throughout this video. Hello and welcome here. If you're new, I'm Noemie and I'm a professional weirdo, or an artist, as you prefer. I will stop kidding now. I just feel playful today because I have something exciting going on, which is this wall, which wasn't blank yesterday, but me and Remi, we primed it and we decided that I would do a mural, a beautiful forest mural for our living room. Even if we live in the forest, we just love it so much that we want to bring it inside as well. So you'll be able to witness the full process of me painting this. I hope you enjoy it. See you later. It's so liberating to paint this big. I feel like I can move my body along with all the process and I really enjoy it. I want this to be full of light and kind of magical looking. You know, one thing I've been reflecting on quite a bit lately was how I always used to have those really vivid visions in my mind of like magical places and beings, and ever since I was a child I was always having this very fantastic imagination. And when I grew a bit older in my teen years, I kind of stopped not imagining, but I started thinking of these visions as hallucination almost. And when I reflect back on it, I would really wish that I could speak to my younger self and like tell her, we'll be fine. These were not hallucination. It's actually one of my biggest strengths in life, being able to envision really vividly all this beauty, and it's my main source of inspiration as an artist today, and like this infinite pool of magic and ideas, and I'm really grateful to be able to make these visions come to life through painting. And yeah, I just wish I could tell myself like, you're okay, we're okay, we'll be fine, you'll have this amazing life that you can't even imagine right now. So grateful for my life. Okay, better let that first layer dry, and then when it's like in half an hour or so, I will be back for the second layer. I think it's gonna look good.
That's a pretty big first snow. I think winter is here. Look at this. It's so beautiful. And TP. The thing is, we need to take that car up there. Wish us luck. It happened exactly what I thought. We don't succeed. It's so slippery. The first snow of the year is always the most beautiful. Look at this. Or the electricity. And yeah, the car, the snow, it's so slippery. Because the ground is not frozen, it's like a sludge or something so slippery that we just cannot pull anything, even with a 4x4 and winter tires. So I will try to take the excavator and see what happens. Hello, Exan!
Okay, we are back and ready for layer number 2. Let's put the glasses back on and get to work. Okay, so I will take a little break right now because this layer needs to dry. While I have my break, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about why we decided to do a mural on this wall. Maybe you noticed from previous videos that it was just plain wood in this wall, and the thing is, when we started to build this house, we had like zero money. So what we did was to reclaim as much material as we could. So we used very old cedar siding to do this wall. But the thing is, it wasn't like beautiful wood anymore. It was like full of holes and cracks and things like that. And the plan was to take it out and someday replace it with something a little bit more neat. But the thing is, I really don't like to waste. So what we decided to do instead of replacing the whole wall was just to prime it and fill out all the holes, then sand it. And I decided to do this mural because since our house is full of wood, it's basically like one color, and I wanted a bit of a different pop of color on this wall. It would be a nice background for videos as well. So yeah, that's why we decided to tackle on this little project this week. The process I use for this mural is one that I use in almost all of my artwork. I tend to paint the background first and then work my way up to the foreground. Working in layers is really key in my process. It takes all the pressure out because I know I can always paint over whatever mistake I made. And also I think it gives a lot more depth into my artwork and I really enjoy it. So yeah, I'll wait for this to dry and then I'll be back probably after lunch. Bye.
The winter is here. Earlier than we thought, but it's here. So we need to do with it. I don't know if you remember, but I said that I really wanted to finish this greenhouse this year. And I will try to finish installing the last row of glass. If I have the time to do that, I will finish the greenhouse in the next month maybe. That's a really nice thing to have the time to do it. The snow is there. I managed though to finish the last row of glass, not before the snow, but needed to melt the snow with hot water. Not the best situation, but now it's done, so I can close the rest of the greenhouse. In winter, everything takes so much time, but at least it's going on the right direction. When we built that house and the structure of the greenhouse, we didn't have as much tool as now, so it's why all the structure is in log, round log. If I would do this again, we would probably put the log on the sawmill to make square beam. But they do the job very well. We just need to cap everything else to be easier to put the glass and to be sealed. All this is sealer, so it will not rot and will protect the structure for a long time. Using a chainsaw make the thing a little bit faster and easier when you are used to it to make natch and stuff like this. When building the log house, I quickly realized a chainsaw is versatile. You can do basically everything. You just need to practice and be used to it.
Okay, so it's almost 3 o'clock now. It's getting quite dark even though it's still early. I kind of struggled with seeing my my colors, but with the light I think I might be able to finish it today. I hope so. One thing I always struggle with when I'm painting is to trust the process to a certain extent, because I always have these ugly phases when I work and I get really discouraged by them. Like, I don't see where my painting is going and I'm not too sure if it's gonna look good at the end. But every time I just let go and I let my brush do its thing, it ends up being well at the end. So I'm in one of those phases right now. I just hope it's gonna turn out good anyway, but let's trust the process. It's getting really dark now. It's 4 o'clock. I've been painting since 8:30 this morning, so I'm tired. My brain is fried. I think I will stop for now. I was really hoping I could finish it today, but I'm just not able to continue anymore, and that's okay. I'm still in the process of learning to accept to stop when I'm tired, which seems to be so common sense, but it's actually quite hard for me. I tend to be really task oriented and I want to finish things when I start them, but yeah, at this point it's just not really productive to keep going, so I think I will have a nice and chill evening, and maybe if I wake up early tomorrow morning I might give it another shot. If not, you'll see the end result in next week video. We'll see.
Yeah, I think I'm done for today. I'm ready to start building on this side. Will look like this at the end. Nice. And there's no glass there. I will insulate that wall and all this side too, because there's never sun going on that wall, so there's no need to have glass. And if I close all the wall with insulation, the greenhouse is gonna be much warmer. I'm happy how it turned out. I don't know how much time it will take to finish that, but it's going well. See you next week for all the next steps. Have a good week.